You are listening to And Press Play, written and recorded by James West.
Hello all, and welcome back to And Press Play. This week, for our special episode, in honour of it being the 10th series of And Press Play, I thought I'd record an episode where I make a compilation album comprised of 10 songs, going from first track to last. These songs will be from artists of any genre and will not be songs reviewed on And Press Play before. So, without further ado, let's get to it. The first track would be Free Fallin' by Tom Petty. The lead track from his 1989 solo album Full Moon Fever, this song is one of my favourite, and indeed I'd say it's one of the best songs ever written. It's also ideal as a lead track. It's got a lovely guitar intro, one of Petty's best vocal performances, and a great sing-along chorus. It tells the story of a half-romantic, half-spiritual journey across Southern California, which hooks the listener in from the offset and doesn't let go to the end. I defy anyone not to be singing "I'm free, free falling" by the end. Moving on to track 2, we've got My Lovin' Eyes by Carole King. Taken from her 1974 album Wraparound Joy, this is an upbeat pop song about an abusive relationship, with the music masking the darkness of the lyrics. King's vocals here are sublime, with each syllable laced with a mixture of sadness and bitterness, held up by a bed of frantic keyboards. After the energy of the first 2 tracks, time to slow things down a bit. Our third song is Killing the Blues by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, taken from their 2007 album Raising Sand. Killing the Blues is a slow-paced folk song, held together with a mixture of light, airy strings and the blending together of Plant and Krauss's voice. This song really demonstrates how well they sing together, giving the song a reflective and wistful setting. It's also got some great instrumentation and some great use of strings. The lyrics here are pretty gorgeous as well. Leaves were falling, just like embers. In colours red and gold, they set us on fire, burning just like a moonbeam in our eyes. Continuing on this slow pace, fourth is Scott Street by Phoebe Bridgers, taken from her 2017 debut Stranger in the Alps. Another sad, slow song which starts off with some delicate guitar strumming. The vocals are soft and haunting as the lyrics regale the listener with tales of failing relationships and meeting people from your past. The latter half of the song particularly stands out, with the mixture of strings and drums pushing the song along, but adding an eeriness to it, like the ghosts of the past are still with the listener. This is reinforced with the sounds of warning sirens and bikes, a ghostly phenomenon or a look back at childhood. Up to the listener to decide. Now then, time to up the energy again. Fifth is Shot in the Dark by Belinda Carlisle from her 1986 debut Belinda. This song will wake the listener up. From the opening synth beats, Shot in the Dark drips with the sound of 1980s pop. There's also a punk element to this song which I really like, a spikiness to it which helps it stick out. The chorus is a particular high point for me. The repetition of a shot in the dark and a chance for real romance helps give the song an edge and a little bit of desperation. The latter choruses even have some electric guitar. An all-round great tune. Now then, take out your cassette, vinyl, whatever, flip it round and put it back in as we now explore side 2. The first song on side 2, so 6th in the list, is My Own Soul's Warning by The Killers, taken from their 2020 album Imploding the Mirage. A song that builds up from nothing before exploding in a triumphant upbeat mix of drums, synths and guitar. A furious drum beat and Flowers' vocals help keep the listener engaged as the song barrels forward at high speeds, as we are taken through more and more fantastical images. But man, I thought I could fly when I hit the ground. It made a messed up sound and it kept on rattling through my days, cutting up my nights like a goddamn knife. The final musical section is excellent, upbeat, and just so damn awesome to hear. You'll be fist pumping along with it. Continuing on the uplifting theme, 7th is Shine On Little Diamond by the Norwegian pop artist Marit Larsen, taken from her 2014 album When the Morning Comes. An upbeat pop song all about self-empowerment and belief, this song stands out with its uplifting messages and building musical atmosphere. I particularly like the choruses in this song. They add a sense of importance and power to it, especially with the repetition of "Shine on you little diamond, you're more than enough." Right then, once again, time to slow things down a little. The 8th song is "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers" by Jeff Beck, taken from his 1975 album Blow by Blow. Now, this is an instrumental song. Indeed, it's one of the greatest instrumental tracks ever recorded, with Beck conjuring up a range of emotions and tones out of his guitar, from the more mournful elements at the beginning to the heated, frantic middle section. This is a standout guitar track and works as a palate cleanser for what's to come. Building the energy back up a bit, the 9th song is Back in My Body by Maggie Rogers, taken from her 2019 debut album Heard It in a Past Life. One of the standout tracks from the album, Back in My Body, is a song about knowing oneself, with sections dedicated to the stresses of being on the road and the lingering doubts in people's mind. The vocals are powerful yet haunting, and the music complements them perfectly, especially in the chorus where there is a crescendo of sound punctuated by the defiance of her lyrics. The use of backing vocals in this song, representing the voices in her head, work brilliantly and really speak to the doubts she's felt as a musician. The final track is Ode to the Mets by The Strokes, taken from their 2020 album The New Abnormal. The final track, this song is a look back at the career and history of The Strokes, and is one of my favourite musical outros of any song. There's a grandiosity to it, which makes the listener feel like you've scaled the heights of fame with them. Casablanca's voice helps grip the listener, keeping you fully invested in the story. His anger permeates through sections of the song, helping the listener to fully understand why he is where he is today. There's a somberness to it as well, aiming to ground the song in reality rather than a straightforward walk to the top. From about 4 minutes 15 in to the end of the song is just magnificent. The lyrics are fantastic, and the music is kicked up a gear, making you feel like you've scaled the mountain and are now reflecting back on the journey, ending this album on a high. So there you have it. Here is a mixtape of songs to listen to. I've aimed for a diverse range of tunes that gel as an album, so we've got pop, folk, rock from both older and more modern artists. I hope you enjoy listening to them.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.